Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage or midst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Warren. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. And this is incomplete. The Niners had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes, Walker hit and the ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a throw here, hauled in. Room past the 35. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A good throw there. And this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Here's Warren to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Warren going to pass it. He'll find Metcalf. He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I do think that sometimes on third and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on third down. That's a big pickup.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Warren. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Walker going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll change things up. Walker once more. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play actions.
And this time he is in. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. There he goes, right side. DK Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, 49ers 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Felton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They had gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 48 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's got room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Escaping the pressure right, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Play action, now Purdy. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Straight ahead, Walker. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Warren. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 30 on 2nd down, Warren eluding the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing after the interception, Warren. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Warren. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
49ers 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a give, right side. Fowler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 2nd second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. To throw on second down, Warren. He'll find Harry on the right side. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Oh, design run for their wideout. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Seattle. Anthony Schwartz, 58 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken a third quarter lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Seahawks 24, 49ers 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter. Watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Purdy bootlegging it. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on? There's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others. This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, 49ers 24. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Fowler. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Purdy. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy. And he's got it. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Now Warren. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Warren going to pass it. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10. Here's Warren to throw. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Purdy with one final shot here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the